Welcome to our comprehensive guide on English language pedagogy. Today, we'll master the core teaching methods and frameworks you need to conquer your TET exams. Let's dive in. We begin with the four pillars of language teaching. First, the grammar translation method focuses on accuracy and translation, though it often neglects spoken skills. Next is the direct method, where the mother tongue is strictly prohibited. Third, the audiolingual method uses drills for habit formation. Finally, communicative language teaching, or CLT, prioritizes meaningful interaction and real-life competence. This matrix compares the methods side by side. Notice the differences in how they handle the mother tongue. GTM uses it heavily, the direct method forbids it, and modern CLT uses it only as needed. Your ultimate goal ranges from reading proficiency in GTM to full communicative competence in CLT. In the audiolingual method, sequence is everything. Listening and speaking must always be taught first. Reading and writing are only introduced after the oral and oral foundations are firmly set. Now for two modern strategies. Reciprocal teaching is a cycle where the teacher models reading strategies, moves to guided practice, and eventually, the learners take full responsibility. Below that, we see translanguaging, a bridge that allows learners to transfer knowledge from their mother tongue, L1, to the target language, L2. What is the true aim of teaching? For grammar, it's not just memorizing rules, it's about using the language correctly. For pronunciation, we must start systematically with sounds using the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA. Now that we've covered the theory, let's put your knowledge to the test with some previous TET exam questions. Question 1. In audiolingualism, what comes first? The answer is D. Speaking and listening. Question 2. Which method focuses on meaningful interaction? That's C. Communicative language teaching. Question 3. The direct method stresses learning through the target language. Answer C. Question 4. GTM emphasizes accuracy and translation. Answer B. Question 5. A strategy based on modeling and gradual responsibility is reciprocal teaching. Answer D. Question 6. Using one language to help learn another is called translanguaging. Answer B. Question 7. The main aim of grammar is to use language correctly. Answer C. Question 8. IPA symbols are used for teaching pronunciation. Answer B. Ready for a challenge? Let's look at some scenario-based applications to test your true mastery. If a teacher forbids the mother tongue and uses objects to teach, she's using the direct method. However, if the goal is memorizing vocabulary and translating paragraphs, she's using the grammar translation method. To teach pronunciation to beginners, always start with sounds. And for a method relying on continuous drills and habit formation, that is the audiolingual method. To wrap up, remember GTM for translation, direct for no mother tongue, audiolingual for drills, CLT for interaction, and reciprocal teaching for modeling. Good luck with your exam preparation.